What's going on, everybody? I want to give you an update. You'll see in a previous video about my car, which you see in the background here, and my Pep Boys experience. I ended up towing it because Pep Boys couldn't fix it. Towing it to the Hyundai dealership, who told me that the fuel pump that Pep Boys put in was bad, and they changed my whole fuel system, and then had me pick it up, told me it was all done. Drove a couple miles down the road and it died on me at a stoplight. Had to tow it back to Hyundai. They had it for, I don't know, a week. Just kept saying there's a misfire somewhere, they don't know, they don't know, they don't know. Then one of the last conversations, they tell me that, you know, now there's oil leaking everywhere and the engine's locked up, and that I need a new engine, and that I need to just get rid of the car or put a new engine in. And since I've been here in Texas for a month now, I need to go home, and so I got no money to try and put into the engine, and so I sold my car to her brother, who's gonna take care of it, fix it up, and do what he does. But it's no longer my car. But I wanted to show you guys what Hyundai did to it. Hyundai, and I tried calling them on it, and they won't call me back or anything. But I'm going to show you right now why the engine locked up and why it was leaking oil. Whatever they did, they blew, according to Sandra's brother and his mechanic, because I just towed the car from Hyundai over here, and then yesterday they came by to look at it and pointed out that Hyundai must have revved it too much or done something, that they blew a crankshaft, they blew a rod, and the rod went straight through the oil pan. And Hyundai doesn't want to take any claim for that. They still want me to pay what I paid for that supposedly to have been fixed. So I have to go through this whole thing and fight them now. Technically they owe me a car because they busted my engine. It was, you know, it wasn't locked up, it wasn't broke. And I'm gonna flip the camera around and get under the car, and I'm gonna show you my oil pan where the rod busted through. And it wasn't like that when I gave it to them, but they don't want to take credit for it. They don't want to claim it, so I got a lot of fighting to do. But I want to show you guys the type of work that they did over here at the Hyundai dealership, and how they're trying to what's the word? I'm saying not take credit or not claim it. There's other words for it. I can't think of it right now because I have to head home and it's kind of a sad moment. But I'm going to turn the camera around right now and show you the oil pan and how they busted through it with the rod. So that's going to come right now. So there's my oil pan that you can see. I'm under the car. Look at that. That wasn't like that when I brought it into Hyundai. Whatever they did, they busted my engine. Busted a fuel rod straight through the oil pan. That's why there was oil everywhere that he said he noticed after his mechanic was working on it. He straight busted my whole engine. Now, I don't know nothing about cars, but I know if a dealership breaks my engine, they owe me a car, or at least an engine. So I shouldn't, one, I should get my money back, which they're fighting me on, and two, they owe me a car. So I wanted to film this to let you guys know this is how Hyundai works, and they don't want to take credit, they don't want to take responsibility. There's the word. They don't want to take responsibility for their actions, and I got to figure out how I can go about getting a car. I'm carless now. I have to rent a car to get home, and that's why they busted my engine. And all they say is, oh, we'll trade it in with us and get a new car. No, you guys owe me a car now. So if you guys got any ideas who I can contact, how I can go about trying to get a car from Hyundai since they busted my engine and don't want to take responsibility for it, let me know in the comments, please. But check that out. And that's what Hyundai did to my car. They blew my engine, locked it up, and straight busted a rod straight through the oil pan. So that's the type of work that Hyundai dealership does to their Hyundai cars. So wanted to share that with you. I got a long drive. I had to rent a car. Got more videos coming. Stay tuned for those, and I'll talk to you soon.